Hi, boys and girls. Okay, so for writing today, I know it's been a while, but before we left school, you had chosen either the Three Billy Goat Gruff or Little Red Riding Hood to focus on as your story you're going to retell or you're going to be adapting. So today, just because it's been a while, I want you to remember which book you chose. So if you chose the Three Billy Goats Gruff, I want you to listen to a couple versions of it. You can probably find some on Epic. Um, Listen to at least two of them so you're pretty familiar with the story. And then I want you just to practice rehearsing it out loud. If you want to use a little folding booklet like we did at school, you can. Otherwise, you can just practice telling it out loud. You can tell it to a pet. You can tell it to a friend, I'm sorry, not a friend, a family member, or just practice by yourself. And as you're retelling it, I want you just to focus on using those transition words that we've talked about. You have your writing folder. I'm pretty sure in there you'll have a list of even better transition words than I have up here. Um, I started with simple ones first, then next, and finally, I guess are the ones we think of the most. But you can add some in your retelling that are a little bit more specific or a little bit better. You might say later on, a few hours later, after a while, suddenly, unexpectedly, sadly, some that show emotion, or finally to show some closure at the end. So when we think of like the Three Billy Goats Gruff, if I was retelling it, um, because there's a natural order of the way the goats go across the bridge, I might say first came the little Billy Goat across the bridge. And then I'm going to throw in another transition word when the troll comes up. And I might say, suddenly, a mean and ugly troll popped up from under the bridge and yelled, "Who's that going over my bridge?" Remember, as you're doing your retelling, to also use talking, because both stories have talking. Okay, so listen to two versions of your story somehow. I know you can find them on Epic. And you should be able to use Epic during the week, no problem. And then just practice telling it out loud. Do it as many times as you can so that you get really comfortable with your story. And that's all for today.